Well, welcome. This is an exciting project. It's a small one, but what's great about it is that it's completely transformed a very plain vanilla 60s apartment into a great home. And it's something we don't usually do. We don't usually make an apartment so traditional, but the tastes of the owners are such that it was a fabulous opportunity for us, and we were delighted to work with such a knowledgeable couple who really knew what they wanted. And what we were trying to do here was, and when you see the before pictures that's cut in, we had very simple doors and different door hardware that really kind of didn't match across the hall to the two wings of the apartment. This apartment has a separate suite for the bedrooms on each side that has a bathroom en suite. And the first phase of the project was to do this whole area, to create a foyer, to change the interior design of it such that it really felt more like their home. And in Manhattan, it's really like a home, a traditional home in the country, but a traditional home. And we made basically, I think, a concerted effort to change the moldings, the trim, add a foyer light by creating beams, because there wasn't an electrical outlet in the ceiling, and we had to create the facade to look like, even though it's not a coffered ceiling. We used the architectural detail that was here in beams to make this look like it had this detail. Adding the crown molding, adding the casings, that are integrated around the apartment with all new doors. We had to literally match, as we went through this, we are matching the existing floor. We didn't change the floor, but we had to create custom saddles that fit the new door openings and casings, where you can tell and you can see. We'll do a cutaway to show. We also changed the closet doors and the bathroom doors on the interior rooms, so that when we get to do the rooms themselves, we don't have to do that today. But for now, that when we go into the apartment and into the foyer, when we look into the wings, we have consistency, and we are following through with the detail about these tall doors. They're custom heights, all the same height to give us the illusion of a higher ceiling. We added the trim on the entrance doors so that we knew it would look more traditional. What's really exciting about this is what we did in the living room and the dining room, so let's take a look here. What's most exciting to us, and to me specifically, about where we've come with interior design and custom built-ins and custom furniture is we were able to bring into an installation the gel fireplace, which is something that's approved by the Department of Buildings and the New York Fire Department. And this inset here shows us that what we have here is almost like a built-in oven unit is what it's like, but there's almost like a sterno gel component in the inside that allows us to change out. It burns for 2 hours with ceramic birch logs and a brick interior with traditional surround of the granite that actually matches the granite that we used on the wall-to-wall built-in, which we'll get to later, that covers the through-the-wall air conditioner and heating unit and gives them more storage in the dining room and living room area. But what's so exciting about this is that it's just, besides the fact that it's beautiful, we integrated a fireplace with a custom kind of like a dark gray-green color, and we put in the built-in above it is for a TV cabinet, with folding doors that have self-close, instead of getting too ridiculous, because we didn't have the depth to do what I call like our entertainment doors where we push them into the closet. The built-in here, we have just these bifold doors that actually have the self-closing capability that tucks them in, and we don't worry about them moving. Beautiful detail that tied into the design of the bookcases left and right, and also gave them storage here. Here is where we're hiding all of the. Underneath this cabinet is all our router and everything that's related to this TV unit, and it's channeled behind the wall. The most complicated part of this whole project was this unit, because this unit had a problem of how do we integrate it around the beams. and it wasn't symmetrical, and we have floor leveling problems, and we're integrating it with existing interiors, which I think sometimes is the most difficult type of project to do, because we're not adding new as much, and they know exactly what they want. They have a lovely art collection that I think works very well with everything that we kept, and I think they're thinking about changing their end tables or not. But the most important thing was that we created the separation of these rooms with these beautiful French side lights, and still made it look like it was built there, existed there forever. And if ever they wanted to, they could technically add, with a little bit of change on the base, doors, so it actually functions as an opening into the foyer, and still allows us, the light still allows us to separate the foyer area, which is really important. We really worked hard on a color scheme that worked for them with their interiors, and we kind of tied it into the stone surround of the fireplace, the carpet, and then integrated the granite from the stone surround of the fireplace to this whole wall-to-wall built-in unit here that again is tying in some of the details from the cabinetry into the kitchen. So we really took our design direction from the eighth reveal, I will call it a modern shaker cabinet in the kitchen, and kept pulling that around, even though we got a little bit deeper reveal in the panels here. We were adding all of this storage, which they needed, kept the baby grand really where it was, with a removable panel and a PTAC packaged through the wall air conditioning unit here. We added the Hunter Douglas Silhouette remote. These are completely programmed to raise and lower with the wall control at the entrance. We added the detail of the cornice so that we could hide the upper part of the blind, and I think tied it in architecturally to what we saw as a necessary change for the dining room. The dining room was exciting because we were really bringing in, I would say traditional, very traditional wainscoting, but beautiful detail that John and Diane both, I think, were key in integrating the details that really worked. And here we can see that we chose the symmetry of the panels and added the detail so that it really it expands the room, the space of the room, makes it feel like it's much bigger than it really is, but it gives the finishing touches that we wanted to see in a traditional home. We added medallions. We brought in some of their older favorite pieces for the corner details that they've had forever. You know, brushed them with the architectural coating that we had originally in the ceiling foyer. We cleaned up the details, changed all the moldings throughout the apartment, fixed some of the details that were missing on the stub wall top, and basically just cleaned things up because this was already here, the kitchen was already here. So we had just one or two more minor things to talk about, so let's go look in the kitchen. So the only thing we added in the kitchen that, you know, isn't a big detail, but it is, we made a custom grill, which before didn't exist and sort of was a detraction from this nice, beautiful custom kitchen that they already had done. And aside from that and the beautiful paint job and tying in the molding into the kitchen so that it looked like it was here forever, we have, I think, completed a fabulous project, and I know they're both very happy, and we're thrilled to have worked with this couple and family, and we hope to see them again for the next phase. So ciao for now.